Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. As usual, before we start our lesson, kita ni akan mulakan dengan berselawat ke atas Rasulullah SAW selama 2 minit. Mari kita ni sama-sama membaca 3 niat penting sebelum memulakan selawat ke atas Rasulullah SAW. Yang pertama, kami niatkan selawat kami untuk memenuhi perintah Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Yang kedua, kami niatkan selawat kami untuk memenuhi hak Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Dan yang ketiga, kami niatkan selawat kami untuk mendapat syafaat Rasulullah di akhirat kelak. 2 minutes from now.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد. 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 اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد.
Doa sebelum belajar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma aftah alaina hikmataka wanshur alaina min hazaini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Ya Allah, bukakanlah ke atas kami hikmat-hikmatmu dan limpahilah ke atas kami khazanah rahmatmu. Wahai yang maha pemurah lagi maha penyayang.
Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Ya Rabbku, lapangkanlah untukku dadaku dan mudahkanlah untukku urusanku, dan lepaskanlah kekakuan dari lidahku, supaya mereka mengerti perkataanku.
Amin.
Amin, amin, ya Rabbal Alamin. Our topic for today will be estimation. Can you please get ready with your notes, page 12 and 13, and your worksheet, page 10 and 11. Our learning objective. At the end of the lesson, students should be able to make and justify estimates of more complex calculation with whole number. How to achieve our objective? Here will be the steps to success. The first one, you round off to the given significant figure. The second one, you need to recall square roots. And lastly, solve the value. Estimation. Estimation is a process to compute a rough answer involving some operations on numbers. And estimation can be carried out by approximating each terms before carrying out the mental evaluation. And this estimation actually relates with round off, okay? Round off to the significant figure. So you need to remember how to round off significant figures. Let us go through example 25. In this example 25, the question is estimate correct to one significant figure the value of 53 times 19 divide 36. Okay, how are we going to solve this value? You need to round off each of the terms, okay? Each of the terms to the nearest one significant figure before you proceed. Now, this one. Once you round off to one significant figure, and 53 you will get 50, 19 you will get 20, and 36 you will get 40. Once you got the round off values, and then proceed with the solution. Okay, 50 times 20 will give you 1000 divided by 40. So 1000 divided by 40, your answer is 25. And now the interesting things here is your final answer is not yet rounding off to one significant figure. So you need to round off again your final answer to one significant figure like this. Okay? And your final answer for these questions will be 30, not 25. 26 actually repetitions of 25. The question is repeated. So you can ignore these questions. Okay? Example 27. There are 8 soccer matches per day at Greenville's annual soccer tournament, which lasts 17 days. Estimate the number of soccer matches during the tournament by rounding the larger number to the nearest 10. Okay, highlight, circle the word estimate, and then you look for the larger number and round off to the nearest 10. We focus on the 17. Once we round off to the nearest 10, it will become 20 because of rounding up. That will be your step 1. After that, proceed with the solution. Number of soccer matches, 20 times with 8. And the answer will be 160. So your final answer will be 160. Example 28. In this example 28, it relates with square root numbers, okay? And the numbers is not perfect square, and it happened when you discover these questions in paper 1, okay? If you discover these questions in paper 2, you just use calculator. Now, the question is estimate the value of square root 40. And your step 1, you need to estimate by finding two perfect square roots which are close to square root 40. Okay? Square root 40 is in between square root 36 and square root 49, correct? So, your step 2 will be take the average of the two perfect square roots. Now, you solve here. Square root of 36 will be 6 and square root of 49 will be 7. Okay, and then you take the average. 6 plus 7 divided by 2. You will get 13 divided by 2, and the final answer will be 6.5. This is how you estimate the value of square root. Example 29, still with the estimations that relates to square root values. Okay, part A, find the estimate the value of each of the following. For part A, square root 70. Now, you follow the steps shown in example 28. The first step, you need to look at the square numbers that close to square root 70, which will be this one. Okay? Square root 70 is between square root 64 and square root 81. Square root 64 will be 8 and square root of 81 will be 9. And then the step 2, you need to find the average. Okay? Like this. So 8 plus 9 divided by 2 will give you 17 divided by 2, and the answer will be 8.5. So your final answer will be 8.5. Okay? If you still confused, look again, revise again, or you can come and ask. Repeat the same steps for this part B, and here we have two square root numbers and the numbers are not perfect square. Okay? Repeat the same things, the same steps from example 28 and 29a. We find out first square root of 90 is closer to 81 and 100. Square root of 90 is in between square root 81 and square root 100. Square root 81 will be 9. Square root of 100 will be 10. And then you find the average, right? Repeat the same thing for square root 6. Square root 6 is in between square root 4 and square root 9. Square root 4 equal to 2. Square root 9 will be 3. After you got all the values, you find out the average like this. Okay, 9 plus 10 divided by 2 and 2 plus 3 divided by 2. 9 plus 10 will give you 19 divided by 2. 2 plus 5, 2 plus 3 will give you 5. And then you solve and you should get 12. And the answer will be 12 for your example 29b. This will be the final example for estimations of whole number. So we will end up this lesson by reciting doa. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Doa selepas belajar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma inni astaudi'uka ma 'allamtani fardudhu ilayya inda hajati ilaihi wala tansani ya rabbal alamin. Ya Allah, sesungguhnya aku menitipkan padamu ilmu-ilmu yang telah engkau ajarkan kepadaku, dan kembalikanlah kepadaku sewaktu aku memerlukannya kembali. Dan janganlah engkau lupakan aku kepada ilmu itu, wahai Tuhan yang memiliki semesta alam. Amin.